on behalf of Charles Jacobs.
Good afternoon. A great friend and ally of mine, Charles Jacobs, was going to be here to lead off this rally today, but he had a personal emergency and he asked me to deliver a short version of his speech, and I'm truly honored to do it. And I quote Charles Jacobs, on May 3rd, 2009, Times Square, "Remember this time and this place. This is a moment that freedom-loving peoples in America began to fight back against the growing threat of a global movement that aspires to destroy our world and our freedom. Here today, a few miles from where almost 3,000 of us were slaughtered, we, people of all races and many cultures and countries, band together to resist the world's newest barbarism, radical political Islam. America saved freedom when it defeated fascism and communism. But today, political Islam now surges around the globe. And on the twin engines of terror and deception, radical Islam is today enslaves and slaughters blacks in Africa, assaults Christian communities in Iraq, Egypt, Pakistan, oppresses Baha'is and Sikhs and Hindus, subjugates and beats women in Islamic communities, murders gays, demonizes and kills Jews, subjugates and hunts moderate Muslims. Radical Islam threatens to conquer the West. Confused, befuddled, imbecilic Western leaders pretend this all away, but we cannot. We are Americans, and we came here today to do what Americans do best. Only in America can the victims of jihad, black, white, yellow, and brown, gather and join in a brotherhood of freedom. Some people, hearing us ring a warning bell, will call us paranoid and even racist. But go and ask the black African Sudanese if jihad is a needless worry, or the Asian Christian Pakistanis, or the Christians in Egypt and Lebanon and Iraq, or the Hindus in Mumbai, or the Buddhists in Thailand, the Jews in Israel and Europe. We are not racist. Here we are, guided by America's doctrine of liberty, which were created to defeat tyranny and which have defeated tyranny. Today we stand united, ready to fight for our freedom and the freedom of all those who are oppressed and threatened by radical Islam. We will do everything to defend our lives, our civilization, and our freedom. And as Charles would have us to say, we've jihad enough. Say it with me. We've jihad enough. We jihad enough. Beloved, as we come and as I stand before you, I stand not only to present the words of Charles Jacobs, my friend, but I stand here as Gerald Bell, the pastor of Strong Tower Church in Boston. I learned first about radical Islam in the year 1999 from my friend Charles Jacobs. I was an African-American pastor dealing with violence in the inner city, and my friend Charles Jacobs forced me to look at justice all around the world. He forced me to live out the truth of my religion and my faith. I was in Sudan, in South Sudan, on the 4th of July, 2001. That was before 9/11. I witnessed the brutality of the Islamic regime from the north. I was a part of redeeming 6,700 slaves. Yes, my beloved brothers and sisters, slaves in 2001. It changed my life, what I saw. I witnessed young girls. I witnessed young girls who had been raped. I saw the young boys who had been born into slavery. And I laid there on the ground. Yes, beloved, it was raining when I was in Sudan. But that did not stop the courage that I had to do what God had called me to do. When I think of the slaves in Sudan, and I think of the injustices all around the world, and I look at you who are standing in the rain, who have come from many miles away to stand up for truth and justice, I tip my hat to you. I congratulate you, freedom fighters, because God witnesses what you're doing. And my friend Charles Jacob, who cannot be here today, is standing with us. Beloved, I want you to remember this, that they utilize weapons of terror, weapons of fear, and weapons of deception. But we gather today with love. We gather in truth, and we stand in courage. And in the words of the prophet Zechariah, praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, because he has come, and he has come to redeem his people. He has come to rescue us from the hand of our enemies and to enable us to serve him without fear. Beloved, be reminded, perfect love casts out fear. Be strong and very courageous. If not now, when? And if not me, who? Who will stand up for justice? Who will speak for the oppressed? Who will stand, beloved? I will go. Who will go for us? Will you stand with us? We've jihad enough. We've jihad enough. We jihad enough. We jihad enough. Thank you very much.